So, I had a really bad service experience this morning. I visited a local retailer, and when I walked in, instead of being greeted and treated well, I was subjected to someone who appeared rude, abrupt, and didn't want to be there. When they worked out they couldn't help me, they simply said no, turned around, and walked away, leaving me standing there not knowing how to react. So I simply said, fine, and walked out. On the way back, I realized I needed to do something about it, so I called the manager. It turns out the manager was the person I'd been dealing with. When I asked them, do you realize how you made me feel as a customer? They got very emotional. They said that they had very few staff in that morning, loads of problems, and one staff member critically ill in hospital. I said, well, I can see you're going through a tough time, but I didn't know that when I walked through the door. I couldn't finish because by the time I did, they'd put the phone down, making the situation even worse. Now, at this point, most people would either ring back up and complain wholesale or even go into the establishment and start shouting and screaming about how bad the service was. I did something different. I empathized with that person on the other end of the phone because service swings both ways. I did go back, but before I did, I went across the road to the local supermarket. I bought some flowers. I bought a box of nice biscuits and I went back in. This person saw me coming from the middle of the store and just broke down in tears, emotional again, and said, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I went, it's okay. I've been there. I know what it's like to have your back against the wall. So here we are. And I handed her the flowers. I said, this is just a reminder that good things do happen despite having a bad day. And I said, there's a box of biscuits for you to share with your team. Try having a better day and remember that tomorrow is a new day. And I left. How do you think she felt as I walked out? Reassured that customer service swings both ways? Reassured that when you're having a bad day, there are reminders that you can also have a good day? As a consumer, we often think that we're the person who's most important, but customer service. Customers also have an obligation to serve the people who are serving them. Just by being respectful, decent, and nice, and sometimes realizing that everybody is a person, regardless of what side of the counter or what side of the telephone you're on. So, how would you react? What would you do to try and boost the service that you give the people who serve you? Remember, hashtag service swings both ways. And it demonstrates one clear point, that customer service is full of emotion and influence, both good and bad. Influence that can have a profound effect on your sales, your marketing opportunities, your referral opportunities, your repeat business. So have a think about it. How would you react? And let me know in the comments.